Well, as you can tell, I'm doing all my videos in one day because, you know, I've just been busy. I've been just trying to get stuff done. Oh, there's the sensitive plant. Isn't that cool? My granddaughter loves this. A Dr. Seuss type plant, and we'll tickle them. I don't know if you can see that. And then they curl up. We call it the sensitive plant. It's mimosa something. But they can actually feel. Let me see if I can get closer. There we go. All right. See it closing up? Isn't that cool? It's got little thorns on it. She'll be happy to see those. This is just a little pasture that we decided not to mow so much. Some yarrow. Okay. What I'm looking for here, I want to see how the grapes are coming along. I know it's not nearly time yet. Oh, yep, they're getting bigger. All the way down that wall, that hedgerow, there's someone else's property on the other side. But there's just grapes growing everywhere. There's a hackberry. There's grapes. And we just get the ones we can reach, and we just let the birds have the ones that are on top. They're way, way up there. There's no way we can get them all. My new neighbor said he was going to clean out over there. I said, okay, just don't cut the source of all my grapes. Anyway, there's just all kinds of stuff growing in there. Okay, so now we're up to the greenhouse. Oh, look at that. So last month, remember what the peaches looked like just a month ago? They were tiny, tiny. They're gonna be big this year. Last year, with the drought, they were so small, but they were so good and sweet. I'm wondering if those aren't close to being ready. Usually they're not this ready this soon, but we have more rain than we did in the past. Okay, this is the one. This one is the Ranger peach. I remember that one because my mom and dad grew up and met in Ranger. Ranger, Texas. But this tree over here, oh, see, these are not nearly as ready. Yeah, if I remember correctly, well, obviously the peaches are telling me if I just pay attention. This is the one that's ready first. Remember, I was saying in another video that I chose these and planted these in a way that, and it's not like they're in chronological order. We've got 4 of them that we bought. There was 2 already on the property. But one of these bears fruit first. One of these bears fruit second. One of these bears fruit third. One of these bears fruit last. So it spreads it out so they're not all coming in at one time. They're all different varieties. Oh, wow. Those are big. I'm so excited. Yay. I don't know if you can see that. That is big. That is so big. Yay. Last year they were so tiny. All right, let's go over here and look at this one. Okay. All right. This one, the peaches are a lot smaller, but there's a lot more fruit on the tree. A lot more. Just, I'm seeing a whole lot more fruit. Yay. And then this one looks like it's struggling a little bit. This is on the south side. Okay. And these, see how much, they are just not nearly as far along, and there's not nearly as many peaches on them. I think that's another good reason to get a different variety, different varieties. Okay, hold on. There's some onions. It's not time yet. Okay, I'm gonna walk past the greenhouse and Hugel 1. That's a whole other story. That's exciting though. But I want to go look at these peach trees that were here. When we first moved here, we already had 2 peach trees and a lot of pecan trees. Oh, there's some yarrow. Hold on. On the back side of the hugel bed. There's some grapes. They're already turning purple. They're not as big as they usually are. So yay. This back here was just all woods. We had to really do some clearing. I'm just hoping we don't lose our lightning bugs because we had a ton of lightning bugs. All right, let's see. Now these peaches were already here. They were way overgrown. We really had to cut this one back. And they usually fell on the roof of this shed right here. And then they would roll down. We would find them down here. But there's peaches all up in that tree. Let's see how far along these are. That one's kind of stunted. Just pull that one off. Yeah, it was just really ready to let go. But these are gonna come, I don't know what kind these are. These were here when we moved here. But they look like they might be the same variety. We really need to cut this one back or we're gonna need a cherry picker to pick those. Another tree that we had when we first moved here, like I said, this was all so wooded. But I was walking around in the woods trying to identify everything to see what we had. And of course, this is what I had to climb through, all these green briars and thorns. But I was so excited when I found this, and I'm hoping we don't lose this tree because I don't know how long it's been here, but it looks like but we relieved it of all of the stuff that was growing all over it. And there's just this is a wild plum tree. I want to say the Mexicana or Texarkana plum. And these will be really small. They're not great. I tasted them. They're not great as a table plum, but they're the best jelly. They make such a good jelly. And I mean, that is just full. Let me see if I can zoom in. Just full of plums. I told my husband, I said, I think what I want to do is not mow, like I'm going to set off an area right here. So if any of these fall to the ground, they'll have the seed in it, right? And usually when you see these, you see a thicket of them. As a matter of fact, we used to have one back in the woods back there, but it died. It's not there anymore. It was easy to identify in the spring because it has all these beautiful little white flowers all over it. Usually you'll see these as a thicket, but we mow here constantly. So I might have to put some like police tape or something around this to make sure. Like I see a little pecan tree growing there. I see some more of that honey locust or mesquite growing there. Just make this part off limits because we may be adding on to this barn and we would lose that tree, and I really don't want to lose that tree. Here we are in May, and that's what's going on. We'll see what June brings. I don't want to wish my life away, but it's so exciting whenever you're gardening to just see all the newness that's coming out. Okay, bye for now.